both of you, when I've seen you on air and read your books, make a point of what you're not. David, you've said you're not a journalist, and Brett, you say you're not a historian, and yet you've both produced these very accessible histories, written in a very journalistic way and designed to reach a public. David, let's start with you. What was the origin of this book? What drove you to write a book?
Well, I've been interested in history for some time, and my concern is that Americans don't know that much about history relative to what they used to know. We don't teach civics very much anymore. We don't teach American history very much anymore. You can graduate from any college in this country without having to take an American history course. You can be a history major at 80% of the colleges without having to take an American history course. So you get things like the recent Annenberg survey, which showed that 3/4 of Americans cannot name the 3 branches of government. And it's a sad situation. 1/3 of Americans cannot even name 1 branch of government, and 10% of American college graduates now believe that Judge Judy is a member of the United States Supreme Court.
Stop.
So, why should people care about history? Well, George Santayana, a very famous Harvard philosopher, once said, those people that don't remember history are condemned to relive it. The theory of learning history is we can avoid the mistakes of the past and improve upon things that happened before. And so I thought, who better to know the history of our country than our legislators, members of Congress? So I started a series about 6 years ago to, I won't say educate members of Congress, but let them know more about American history by bringing in the great American historians, and I would interview them at the Library of Congress in front of members. At the Library of Congress,
so in the
it's a non-part, it's a apolitical setting, and you can go there from the Houses and the Senate offices underground, so you don't have to worry about weather. They come, we have a dinner reception, members sit with people from the opposite party, they hear a great story from a great historian, and then they have a chance to both learn about history, but also to talk with the people from the opposite party.
So how well informed are our lawmakers about history when you have this particular private forum?
Well, it's very easy to make fun of members of Congress, and that's, there are very few people you can make fun about anymore. You can make fun about lawyers, maybe private equity people, and members of Congress. But members of Congress are people that are really, they work extremely hard. They get paid very modest amounts of money relative to what they could probably get on the outside. And they actually know a fair bit about history because they are making the laws, and they have an interest in history. And I think they didn't get to Congress by knowing nothing about history generally. So they are very interested in this.